And welcome to another Brett Plays video. In this video I'm going to be taking out the FlightSim Squadron's F-22. Now this one's been out for a little while. It does have only one livery that I have found. I don't know if anybody's made any others for it. But we will give this a try today. Let's have a quick look around. Now this has had a recent update. When I say recent, I'd say this year. And I've had it in my folder since last year when it was just a 3D model. Thinking though it could probably do with a little bit of an update with the pilot. Looking at the person standing over there and my pilot, there's a scale issue. Don't know whether that's right or... yeah, it looks a little bit small. I mean, to be honest, that's neither here nor there. There's been a few others like that. But let's jump inside. Now it has had a cockpit added. Now when I first got this, it was just a 3D model that had been made to fly. Let's see if there's any buttons we can press. I don't think there's necessarily an on button for this, is there? No batteries? No, I don't think anything like that has been pressed. So you can go Control E, or I've already got it set to my flight stick, so... Alright, that's not very loud, but we might just up that. Okay, we may be the same as the F-16 with not being able to press these other buttons. Now these two screens do light up when you come in on the runway. Let's see if there's a way of pressing it. There doesn't seem to be a hit marker here somewhere. No, we're not. Okay. That's something that will happen when you have your co-pilot set. So, yeah, I see you coming. No, thank you. Alright, something to be aware of. Start up your co-pilot. Even though you don't have a co-pilot, you are a single pilot. It's automatically set by Microsoft Flight Sim. Okay, see ya. Alright, at least you can do that. I cannot find how to get this button on. If someone knows where the hit marker is for this, or where you can actually get the screen on, or what keyboard command it is to press your Garmin on. Because on most planes that have the Garmin G1000, there's a little button down here and you just press it and on it comes. So unfortunately we are going to fly this from dead start without these screens. So you would have to actually start on an active runway. It taxis out and they're lit up with the navigation maps. I think they're both the same. Alright, let's give it a view. Okay, so default view. Yeah, zoom in. Oh, zoom in even more. And then we've got these weird views that must have come from another aircraft initially. Alright. Outside. Doesn't appear to be making a lot of noise. I'll just crank this up. There we go. Park brake off, thank you. Turn. Okay, so same as the F-16 model that came from FlightSim Squadron. Front wheel doesn't turn. I'm not actually sure any of those wheels are turning yet. The F-35 of theirs did. No, okay, so none of those wheels are turning. F-35's front wheel did, but this one... oh, do we have a tighter turning circle? No. Okay, so it's the same... oh, do you know, maybe it is a little tighter. It's almost the same characteristics as the other FlightSim Squadron aircraft. So we'll scrape against the wall, we'll take out these Qantas stairs, thank you, and bust our $200 million plane, or more, that they don't make anymore. Alright. I did notice that someone from FlightSim Squadrons did comment on my F-35 after having a look at the review, and said they might actually do some more updates, which they're talking about all the time anyway. Could do with some updates for this. One thing I do see is this canopy is flickering. So something is going on with... It's only on the FlightSim Squadron aircraft I've noticed. The F-16 I think had it, and the F-35. Now I'm going to try another one which will come out the day after this one is released. The MiG-31 Firefox from the Clint Eastwood movie, and the oh, what is it, Craig Thomas novels, I think it is. I think that's who the author was. Alright, so we're definitely having trouble steering here. You may hear me clicking the brake all the time. It's the only way I can slow this thing down. It really wants to taxi a lot. Okay, flaps down. Wait a minute, I did not see that modelled. I don't think the flaps are actually modelled on this one yet. So hopefully there will be some updates. If you do get this, this is May 21. In the future maybe there'll be a few updates. I know other aircraft have, and I initially did an F-22 FSX aircraft by Iris. And I finally got that flight controls working, and it also has a vector thrusting enabled. So okay, so there's no flaps actually going down, but I believe that the flight model is set. Alright, let's see if we can get this going. I'm not so sure it has afterburner either. Whoa! There's that sudden takeoff. You might need to do to make sure you're in modern flight mode. Did they just say we didn't have permission to take off? I think so. Oh well. Alright, flaps up. Plenty of power in this thing. So internal, I have no Garmin's at all. There's, like I said, there isn't just no way I seem to be able to press anything. Be nice to make that button, or at least on the side of the screen, or something. Actually, looks like you can't press any of these either. Now, I have seen some people have set it up so that you can press. So there's nothing. We're still climbing though. Let's just trim that down. Oh, let's give it a quick run and see just how fast this thing will go. Flaps are up, thank you. What we might do is we'll go flat out. We'll do a right bank and turn around, come and land back on the same airport we took off from. Okay, level flight at, well, we're kind of climbing. Well, 1100, 1050 knots. It's going to get 1100. Yeah, it gets moving. I must admit though, this seems to be flying about the same speed as the F-16 that seemed a little too overpowered from FlightSim Squadron, so I think this is probably more realistic with the amount of thrust it would have. The F-16 itself was way overpowered. But hey, if you want a free or at a donation F-22 for your Microsoft Flight Sim. Alright, one. Yeah, I know, I'm going down lower, thank you. Alright, let's see if we turn our thrust all the way back. Yep, landing gear, there you go. Definitely need to get that turned off. It's the same in the F-35 and the F-16, so I think that's a default thing. Try some air brakes. Okay, not modelled. Normally it should be the tails either going out or in depending on the speed it was going and or flap level. But yeah, air brakes, look, the characteristics are there. The 3D model is obviously still being worked on. Good idea might be to check the site regularly and see if it's been updated. I think it was quite a few days since I'd last seen an update. Gear coming down. It comes down pretty quick. That's some decent hydraulics if they're getting it down that quick. Probably could do with a little slower in the modelling there. We'll bring this in. Okay, that's probably the more of a default view there. And it's got out. Okay. Definitely need to slow down. Thank you. Yeah, air brakes work good. Landing. Okay, we've got a little bit of a crosswind here. I am on live weather at the moment here in Sydney, so we probably do have a bit of a crosswind. See if we can hit those air brakes and not fall out of the sky. Whoa. Okay, so something about that crosswind and hitting the ground there. I am now 100% turning to the right just to hold that down. Don't know if that's because I'll have to check. I may or may not be on modern flight mode, which is probably what this needs. It still does work on legacy, but maybe not as well. So now I'm having steering problems, as if I've got a flat tire, which I don't think it has that modeled. I don't think any of FlightSim has that. Look, it's a good start. It could do with a few touches, like air brakes actually being modeled, flaps being modeled, and this turning circle, which is woeful. We're going to go through a black car. Yep, no, they're going through us. My fault anyway. Turning circle better than the others. Still don't know why that canopy is flickering. Look, it's come a long way, and that's good, but you need to have a switch so you can turn on those Garmin 1000s. If we're going to start this at an airport parking spot, which is exactly what I did, we need to be able to turn them on. We're going to get another car come around to us. Come on, mate, can't you see I'm flying here? Or sorry, driving here? Alright, let's just pop it over here. I will have the link in the description. Go check them out. So that should actually turn all my avionics off as well. It is a work in progress. There is only the one livery as well. But if you want an F-22 and you want to muck around, you want to have a bit of a fly, and keep an eye on whether they're updating the models as well. They've got a few there. Look, a bit of fun. Come along quite a lot since last year. Other than that, if you're interested in finding out new freeware aircraft that you can get, like, comment and subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you can see when videos come out. Trying to get at least 2 free aircraft videos out each week and 2 converted FSX aircraft out each week as well. Alright, thank you very much and have a great day. Cheers.